Well, here we are. This is the I'm waiting for people. Door to Wholeness, thank you. Trish Gold, and somebody went by really quickly when I couldn't see, but thank you for joining. I will get started here officially in the next minute or two, just letting people come in. Trish, nice to have you here. It's been a long time coming. I have not done a scope in quite a while, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But I thought, Ephraim, hey, welcome. Hey, Kimberly Skinner, thank you for showing up. So Kimberly Skinner was on a call with Lynn Rose earlier today. Hey, Ron. Oh, you were just watching her? Yeah, she's scoping at a live event, so she's not here right now, Lynn Rose. Most of you are probably here because you follow Lynn and you were watching her thing. Like, I think I got 40 followers today. Hey, Skier. I think I got 40 followers today just because of sitting next to Lynn there at the end, So she's like become this, hey, thanks for the hearts, Kimberly. So she's becoming this real expert and obviously very engaging. How many just by hearts are here because of Lynn Rose, Lynn Rose? Massey Ronnie, nice to be here. SPL, long time no see. So I wonder, I can't remember who found SPL first. He was one of the original. So all these hearts. Healthy by Hannah, hey healthy, or Health by Hannah. So I know Lynn likes to read everybody's profiles and all that, and I love that idea, and I want to do that because I think that's really cool to get, introducing you to people. I think that's a really cool way to use Periscope, and Lynn's doing it wonderfully, and she's getting all these amazing hearts and followers and stuff like this, and she's going on for the scope she did today was an hour. I think the first time we did, Periscope was 30 seconds and then 3 minutes, and how long should we do these? Anyway, so look, I am Bob Doyle, and Lynn asked you to follow me, or you found me by accident, or you've already been following. But, the thing is that there's, yes, Law of Attraction teacher. That's right. I can talk about that too. I've actually got my own other Periscope channel at Bob Doyle Secret for the Law of Attraction stuff. Where was I going with this? Well, I know what it is. So I've watched Lynn really study Periscope, and she's got all these tips, and she's constantly telling me, well, where is everybody? I truly, so many followers today, and there was so much talk about me. Come on, share this broadcast. Come on, you can do it. Can't believe I'm asking you to do that, because really the point of this whole thing is how complicated it's sort of gotten. Well, I shouldn't say it's complicated. It's still, Periscope is very simple still. But this is funny because Lynn has normally 25, 30, or more people on at a time. And of course, she does it right. I haven't scoped in days, so obviously not. Hey, Kimberly again, and it's organic. Hi from Australia, SPL, yeah. So she's doing something right. She's scoping all the time, and I knew when I was actually the one who introduced her to Periscope. And she just took it and ran, as I knew she would, because it's perfect for her. And we're talking about Lynn Rose. But most people who don't know me through Lynn know me through my work with The Secret, the film The Secret, or my work with the Law of Attraction or whatever. But this channel is more for just me being me and talking about various things. What do you mean, no way? Check it out after the fact. You'll be amazed. Oh, well, I must have missed something. I miss driving and periscoping. Don't do that. You know not to do that. Hey, Jag Jr., 2570. So anyway, yeah, the whole thing about, now it's like, well, first you need to come on and you need to say who you are and give all your credentials, and then talk a little bit about what your topic is. Topic? I don't want a topic. I just want to go. I don't want to have to think it through. I got plenty of other things I can think through. Yes, I introduced Lynn to Periscope. Yes, I did. Because I'm one of these people who checks the App Store every day to see if there's something cool new thing. And I saw Periscope. I thought, what's this? And I took one look at it, and I'm like going, this is so Lynn, Lynn, we used to there used to be an app that Ustream put out called Broadcast for Friends, Stuck in Traffic. Oh, okay, so no Apple Watch yet. 5 favorite apps, holy moly. See, this is the ADD that I keep talking about. Like I did a scope the other day where I addressed this whole thing. It's like you want to engage and welcome everybody and all of that, but you also want to say what you're here to say, even though in this case I really didn't have anything to say, per se, although wheelhouse, I'll get back to that. Yeah, so I'm just watching this phenomenon unfold, and I think it's really cool, and I'm already feeling far behind because now there's all these things that you should do if you're going to Periscope. Thank you very much, Kimberly. Yeah, this is difficult for me to do because I think one of the great things about the Canary Islands, Spain, stream of consciousness. Yes, that's me. See, that's how I operate. Stream of consciousness. I don't like an agenda. Len and I do a podcast, and we have our own Periscope channel where we do it now at Fun Bob and Len, at Fun Bob and Len. Now that's when you really see Len and I in our rarest of rare forms. That's where you just don't know. Because when Lynn does her thing, it's very inspirational or it's educational or whatever. She's not, until I walk in and destroy the whole mood, she's generally just being straight up front Lynn. And then I come in there and I don't really try and screw her up, but I just am not, I don't operate like that. So even though I'm in the personal transformation world, I'm not going to come onto this channel and try and inspire you. If I inspire you by accident, that's awesome. Hey, Kimberly KRC. But the Bob Doyle, at Bob Doyle Secret, that's where I guess I will be intentional about motivating you in some direction. But I am in that world, and I guess I should at least acknowledge that I am in the personal development space, as is Lynn. That's kind of how we know each other. And if you want to kind of just get an introduction to me and my work, it's boundlessliving.com. There's a free thing, a meditation you can download, all that. That's all I'll say about that, at least on this cast. This is an agenda-less cast, except for Wheelhouse. All right, so let me just talk about the Wheelhouse thing, because that's what I said. And I'm not going to do some marathon scope here, but Wheelhouse. So are you familiar with this term, Wheelhouse? It's not his wheelhouse, it's not my wheelhouse, it's not your wheelhouse. Heart, if you've heard this term. No, yes, better yes. Say yes or no. That's much better than the hearts, because some people just give hearts because they love giving hearts, and I do like getting hearts. I secretly like getting hearts, okay? I don't admit it, but I do like getting hearts. Hey, The Real Deal Ty. Sure, is there a way to invite people who aren't on Periscope during a scope? There is a way to watch Periscope on the web when it's live. So if you were to, they have a new thing starting today with sharing this cast, and we should talk about that. If you slide over to the right and then up, you can say share, and one of the options, a new option, is copy a link, and you can paste that link anywhere. And there's other ways you can share on Twitter, which I would love it if you did. So if they're on the web and they see that post on Facebook or whatever in their browser and they click it, apparently they can watch the live feed. But if the feed is over, then they just say, no, it's not broadcasting, but here's how you can follow that person or whatever. So I would love to test that. But I do know people see, you can see after you do a scope, you can see how many people saw you live on their mobile devices, and then see how many people were on the web. And there's a significant amount of people who are watching these things on the web. There's no interaction, there's no chat, but they're there. Okay. Yeah, if you didn't know, a helpful hint. I helped someone? Hey, Jason Stewart. So where was I anyway? See, that's the thing. That's the bad part about stream of consciousness, is because very easily derailed, very easily. But that's the fun for me. And that was why, truly, I haven't done a Periscope in however many days, because it started to feel intimidating. It was like, wait, you got to have all this planned, and you got to know what you got, and you're going to have to remember to tell them this and that and the other thing. I mean, I get it. If it's really like a business building thing, you got to do that, I guess. But I come and go on how I want to use this. But for this channel, for sure, I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun and play the ukulele. Although I'm not really prepared to do that right now, but it is something. Well, I mean, that's such a lie. Of course I'm prepared. I could play the ukulele at any time. Anytime. It's all about the desire. And I just don't know that I have the desire right now. Because I think with the uke, when I do the uke on here, I either want to know something I'm going to play, or I'm just going to say, hey, look, guys, here's a survey. I may as well ask the 12 of you. And you're going to be the representation of the entire planet. So let's make this count. I've thought often about just scope, because one of the first Periscopes I saw was Amanda Oleander. If you follow her, great. If you don't, you should, just to see what's possible with Periscope. And her subject line, the name of her cast, was just painting. So basically you're watching her paint. And she's a great artist and all that, so obviously there's talent there to be enjoyed. And she does engage, she does talk and all that. But you're basically watching the creative process unfold, which I think is very cool. Just to watch a person creative do what they're doing, even if they don't engage with you. And so since I'm a musician, and I have often thought about doing a Periscope where I'm just working on stuff. It's not performing. It's just like you're seriously just watching the process. I may not say anything for a while. You're going to hear mistakes. You're going to hear me workshop things. You're going to hear, whatever. Because now I've got this whole setup where I can run my mixing board through into Periscope and play my keyboards and the whole thing. So the question is, would anyone watch that? Or would that just be a self-indulgent exercise? I may do it anyway, whether it's self-indulgent or not, just to try it. So you would watch this. I get one yes. And so out of 11 people, I have, so less than 1%, or less than, that would be cool. Okay, Trish. Okay, cool. Because I think it would be cool too, because I think, there might be times when I say, hey, do you guys like that? Or what should I do here? And it becomes a collaborative thing. I have no idea. It may not unfold like that. But at the same time, it might be cool. I think the thing to do is just try it and see. But I think I'd like a bigger follower base to start with. And that's the problem right now, is that since I haven't done this enough, not a lot of followers. But I do have these things hanging over my head. So I've got that going for me. So what I need, I guess, is some support in getting followers. Lynn is very, very good at doing this. And I think it's because she takes the time to talk to you like I'm not doing. And she shares you with people. So I'm going to do that right now. So Jamie Gatbantan just joined. And so I'm going to read your profile, and thank you for having one. I use tarot envisioning to design and build soulful web spaces that attract your soulmate clients. www.jamie.co. So go check out her profile and follow her. That sounds really cool. I'm following her right now. Thank you for being here, Jamie. That is fun. Isn't it fun to share? I think that's really nice. All right, so somebody leave a comment if you want me to share your profile and all of that. One of the things that Lynn harps on constantly is the importance of having a filled out profile. You're more than welcome, Jamie. I hope it helps you in some way. Or in a huge way. I hope it helps you in a huge way. I hope this changes your life. I want you to remember this day when Bob Doyle said to follow you, that everything just went phew. All right, VLoftus13 just joined, and so they don't know it yet, but I'm about to read their profile. Oh, user has not provided a profile. So this is Lynn's big thing. You got to provide a profile because if you want followers, if you care about that kind of thing, you got to give them a reason to engage. You bobbed to 20,000 hearts. I love you, George. Thank you. All right, so let's read George's profile. George is, okay, so I remember this from Lynn's broadcast, so we're going to share George with you. So thank you for being here, George, by the way. Adventurer, dreamer, executive, Cuban-born, American-made. Cuban-born, American-made. Instagram, and then his name. I do not have my readers on right now, and it's very small print, and it's light gray, and whatever. But I'm already following George, and I invite you all to do the same. Kimberly KRC is back. Oops, I pushed the wrong button here. Kimberly KRC, she has commented a couple of times. She's just in the Los Angeles area. That's all we know about Kimberly. She didn't tell us too much more in her profile. Now, hold on. Trish Golden, I did 10K on Lynn's a while ago. All right, so see. This is awesome to connect with people with that type of enthusiasm. Trish has been following Lynn and/or I for quite a while, and she knows how much Lynn loves hearts. She doesn't beg for hearts, but she begs for hearts. You know how she does. She goes, "I'm not asking for hearts, but I sure do love them." And who's going to resist that when she does it, right? I mean, you resist it when I do it. But let's read Trish's profile. A little geeky, and she's using emoji in there to get the attention. A little geeky, little artsy, a little esoteric, a whole lot of fun. See, you know how people do. There's some people who sing your comments or that type of thing. I should do voiceover guy for your comments. Okay, because that is a passion of mine, by the way. People tell me all the time, "Oh, you got such a radio voice." And it's because that is actually how I started out in the world. I was going to be a broadcaster like my old man, who is still doing voiceover, by the way. And his voice is better than mine. Way better. But anywho, so voiceover is actually something I do on the side for fun and profit outside of my work in personal development. Okay, so, life full on. Christine Thorpe is in the house. Let's read what you've got for your profile, Christine. Christine is a client of Lynn's, and I guess you could call her, she's a client of mine, but it's not really a client. She is being certified as one of my Wealth Beyond Reason coaches, like life coaches, and she's extraordinary, and she's going full blast with her Life Full On program, inspiring you not to hold back. Get out of that rut and out of your comfort zone and lead a life full on. Follow our I think it cuts it off after there. But anywho, yeah, Christine's awesome. And she is really, really just, well, she's living life full on because that's what she does. Okay, so, and Sharon Beck is in, well, wait, is Sharon here? But how do you know Sharon? Well, hold on. How does Kimberly KRC know Sharon Beck? Oh, I need answers. I need answers. Okay, Brandy Faithwell has joined, and now the party can really begin. Because first of all, she's going to share this broadcast with everybody she knows, because that's just the type of angel she is. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that, Brandy. Brandy is a friend of ours. I sure would like to see her profile. Where are you, Sharon? She's not there. Kimberly Skinner, by the way, was on Lynn's broadcast today, and she is a follower of mine today because of that. And I'm now going to read her profile so you can learn a little bit about her and go follow her as I am doing. Freedom Crusader. And she's got little salsa dancers on either side. And get free with me. The world's only 100% guaranteed Biz Z Secret Underground and free. And see, it cuts off. So somebody needs to look up and find out how many characters we actually have in the profile so it will show. The whole thing, because it just cuts off and I can't read them. But it's enough for me to follow, and it should be enough for you too. So, all right, you are more than welcome. I still don't know how you know Sharon though, but I guess I'm not meant to know right now. This is a mystery that will unfold. So now I'm going to just go to my list, which I can do by, to see who's on, and go to the right and go down the list, because I will read Brandy Faithwell's profile. Heal your relationships and transform your life. Now, Brandy, here's my suggestion. Put your URL in there. A little bit more information. Put some hearts in there. Get some attention. It'll help, I promise. This isn't me talking. This is Lynn, the expert, talking. So give that a shot and see. Let's see. Who else can I pick on? Oh, there's Sharon. All right, hold on. Sharon is another Wealth Beyond Reason certification coachee or something. I don't know the word. They call themselves doilies. I can't bring myself, although I guess I just did. But it's, anyway. So Sharon, life coach, energy healer, NLP practitioner, Reiki practitioner, and lover of life. Doesn't that pretty much just cover just about all of it? These are amazing people I've got training as my coaches. So I'm very, very excited that we get to launch them soon. We're building a whole coaching organization as part of the certification program that we're doing, and that was not part of the plan at the beginning. And so it's created this whole other, well, it's prolonged the certification process, but it creates an amazing opportunity for the coaches being certified and for me and Boundless Living, my company, and of course all of you who avail yourself of their incredible coaching. Wheelhouse. I never got back to that. All right, so I'm going to wrap up with Wheelhouse, and then because I didn't plan to go this long. So, not that I got any pressing engagement, but, actually, you have no idea. But anyway, Wheelhouse. So this term, the past 2 years, has been suddenly appeared in my life. And people started saying, I know it's not your wheelhouse. Or, that's just my wheelhouse. And because of the context of the conversation, I knew immediately what they were saying. But I'm like, wheelhouse? What the hell are you talking about? I've never heard that term. I'm almost 50 years old. And I've never heard wheelhouse until last year. And now it's everywhere. Is this a new thing? Did somebody just come up with the term wheelhouse? Was it one of you? Does anyone know where it came from? Has anyone else heard this their whole life and I'm just hearing it? I need a comment. I need some validation, folks. I need to know that the world hasn't been keeping wheelhouse from me for some reason, like there's some agenda. What is wheelhouse? Right, what is wheelhouse? I don't know. Why is that? I'm sure I could Google it. I'm sure I can Google it. But have you don't know what it is, Doyle Holdness, but okay, hold on. Oh, that's Sharon. Okay, now I get it. I didn't understand that was your profile name. All right. Does anybody else know this? It's about fairies. Oh, like Ferris wheels? Yeah, when I hear wheelhouse, I picture carriages and stuff like that's the place you keep wheels. Why does that have anything to do with what you might be good at? Which is clearly what it means. Unlock the magic. Join. And unlock the magic, I'm about to feature you right now. Oh, Unlock the Magic has not provided a profile description, so there's very little unlocking the magic. And, oh, I see. It does say unlock the magic, but then unlocking the magic. But what can I tell you? I don't know any Disney stuff. Well, you should put that in there. So is that Disney behind you? I think if I look at your profile picture, yeah, I thought that looks like the Magic Castle. It looks like maybe someone's wearing many ears. So does that mean, do you work with Disney? Are you in charge of all things Disney? Can you get me passes to Universal? That's really all I care about. That's the only reason I Periscope. I'm just waiting for the day that I connect the dots to the person who'll throw me, the VIP passes at Universal. That's really the only reason I do anything. That's the only reason I'm in business. Yeah, that's the only reason I do anything. All right, see, I go down that road too much and Lynn starts elbowing me. Stop it, you're going to ruin your brand. Anyway, profile description magic. Yes, unlike the profile description magic. Anywho, wrong company, Bob. I don't know. Actually coined 1800, 1850, currently about baseball. Okay, now I'm really confused. Let me go back to wheelhouse. If anyone knows what wheelhouse means, let him speak now. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume that this whole thing is a big joke being played on me by various people in my life. Pattern interrupt. This Periscope is all about pattern interrupt, isn't it? It's like you're just talking. Hey, touch marketing, let's talk about them instead of what I was talking about. But we're going to, Karina, now she's got a profile. So I'm going to read it. Corina Fellhauer, I'm guessing. Marketing consultant and business coach, entrepreneur and self-proclaimed Pinterest addict. I don't understand Pinterest. I have boards, but I don't know what I'm doing with it. And then it says, if you're passionate about what, ... End of it. I can't read the rest of it. But I'm following. I'm interested enough because maybe she does Periscoping about Pinterest and I could learn a little something from her. Yeah, Periscope is perfect for someone with ADD and it creates people with ADD out of people who aren't, like myself. This is the most fragmented conversations. All right, hold on. We got one more. Which is Sonia Purium has joined us, and we're going to talk a little bit about Sonia because wow, she's up to something. Clearly, she's a 3-star Crown Network marketer with Purium. Okay, it's a health product and Team Win investor, deal junkie, gold digger, real estate broker. Wow. Okay, another jack of all trades. So welcome. Thank you for taking the time to come here and visit me, who you may or may not know anything about. And I don't know, like, what brought you here? That's what I'm like. I know a lot of these people because I heard Lynn at Lynn Rose basically tell them to follow me, And so because she's so nice to you all, you just do what she says, which is so sweet. But if you decriminalizes interrupting people, yeah, yes, it does. It does. It makes it completely okay to just step in on a conversation and say, hey, here I am, pay attention to me instead. Now, well, someone invited you to watch. Well, thank you. Whoever that was that invited Gordon, another of our Wealth Beyond Reason certification people in the house. How about that? 3, all here. So, yes, this is a crazy new tool, isn't it? It's really, really, really cool. And my better half at Lynn Rose is making a science out of it and really, really studying how to do well on this thing and get reach and all of that. She's not blatantly trying to monetize or anything like that. She's just, how do you engage the most? How do you get more followers? How do you share people? And one of the things she does is highlight people as they come into the room, like I'm about to do, to exist in nature. Lovely picture. I am art, creative designer, clothing and other items, health, wealth advisor, and energy healer. And a hashtag, become your own boss. I will follow you. Exist in nature. Wish I knew your real name, but thank you for joining us. And that was a great example of a profile. And that's so for those of you who don't have your profile filled out, just take the couple of minutes and do it, and be a little bit strategic about it if you care about strategy. But at the very least, share what you're up about. You are more than welcome. Kita, thank you for sharing your name. Yeah, Lynn is the Periscope guru, and yes, she is hot. Today, she actually, I was laying there doing nothing at the moment, and she was in the bathroom, like getting ready, like putting on makeup and stuff. I'm going, "You're not going anywhere. What are you?" And she did it for a Periscope. So now, see, she's really kicked in, and she's taking this seriously, having fun. But she committed an hour of her day to her Periscope earlier today, and I thought, well, I'm not going to do that. I don't know what I'm on right now, but I mean, in terms of, how much time I've been, but a lot longer than I anticipated. And thank you for the hearts. As I mentioned earlier, I give Lynn a lot of secret grief around begging for hearts, which she doesn't blatantly do, but, she lets you know she likes them. But I like them too. Who wouldn't like hearts? Who wouldn't like to know that people are at least listening and appreciating a little of what you're saying? The thing about Periscope to me that just kills me is we shared EK, Bradley, EK. Oh, I feel terrible. I forgot her name. But we connected on Facebook after, and Lynn talked her up and said, go follow her. And she got I think it was her first Periscope, and she had 51 people watching at a time based on, I think, Lynn's referrals. 51 people. I've never had 51 people watching me. I've been doing this a while, but not frequently, but I, haven't had somebody with that kind of influence say, hey, go listen right now. But it was amazing. And she was great too. So she kept them. You got to keep them, so she was very engaging, and she did it till her phone died. So anyway, but what I was going to say was the thing that just wrapping your head around with Periscope is however many people are in the room, like right now there's 12. Well, it's just like 12 of you are sitting here in my home and just listening to me talk, which would never happen in real life. Well, maybe it would. But then I see these people with like 400, 500. They're still in their room. They're sitting at their bed. They're at their dinner table. But there's 500 other people right there at the dinner table with them, watching everybody, interacting. It's crazy. Crazy cool. I mean, I love it. I think it's amazing. I don't need to be another one of these people pontificating on all the social implications of Periscope, but it's hard not to think about that stuff. Anyway, all right, so wheelhouse. I just want to know. I'm clearly going to just have to Google it. I'm going to have to Google it. Where is, and next time I do a Periscope, I'll share about that. But I had asked earlier about would you guys be interested ever if I just, turned on the Periscope and was working on music. Like sometimes I might get in the mood, because this is like the ultimate open mic for a musician. If you're a musician and not Periscoping, what's your problem? Now, my problem is I get too nervous. That's my problem, because I'm not used to it. I used to do a lot of open mics with the ukulele, a lot of them. And it was so freeing for me to do that. And this, to me, is absolutely the best way to do an open mic. I mean, except for something like Concert Window where you're actually getting paid for it. But in terms of just sharing stuff and sharing your music, I mean, a musician, obviously people are going to say, where can I get your CD or where can I learn? They're going to make money. They're going to monetize it, right? What are my many talents? Oh, where to begin? Where to begin? No. I am up to a lot of different things. And that's the other thing. It's like I've got this multiple personality. So I've got this whole secret thing, law of attraction thing, where I'm supposed to be, well, I should be some certain way. And then there's this way that I just do whatever I want. And then there's who I am with Fun with Bob and Lynn, and managing all these personalities. But we decided I was going to do two different channels. I was going to do one for the uke and then one like this. And we decided, nah, just do it all in Bob Doyle. And if I'm going to do ukulele or music, I'll just hashtag it. So if you're not interested in listening to the music, then you don't have to join that Periscope. But I wish you would. Unless you just hate music. Is that it? You hate music? Sorry, this is where Lynn would be elbowing me. People don't get your sense of humor. They think you're serious. And I just keep telling her I gotta be me. Okay. Wow, so there's this whole conversation going on. Hey, it's Des White. Let's find out her profile as we wrap this up. Okay, there is a profile here. If you have an idea, act on it. Don't let the dramas of the world distract you from your purpose in life. But what do I know? And then it just cuts off. So, but I'm going to follow because I like the spirit of the thing. So see, she just got a new follower. Now, if you're not a follower, here, I guess this is what I would just ask as a favor. Just like, because Lynn just asked, and you can do it or not. share. You don't have to share the live broadcast because clearly I'm about to stop. But you can look at the replay and share the replay on your Twitter feed or whatever. You know, follow me if you're not following me. You just never know what I'm going to be doing. But I am feeling more comfortable about just sitting down and doing it without a lot of planning, because you guys have stuck with me. It's gone. It's fluctuated. I just need more followers. That's all. More followers. And so, you know, and just let people know if you want to. I'll share your profile. I'll tell, you know, give you now this free advertising. So get your profile in order. And then as my followership grows, I'll randomly just say, hey, so-and-so, and there's a URL and everything. So you want to hear music. Awesome. So I will do I'll do, you know, several music-based periscopes where I'll be probably in the studio, where I can go back and forth between the uke and the keyboard. And then there'll be times when I'll just be sitting right here and just grab the uke and play. But I just got to tell you, for whatever reason, it's just not there for me at the moment. I mean, it is. It's right here. It's just not there for me in the moment. All right, well, look, thanks you guys for hanging out. I followed a lot of you, especially the ones of you who had profiles, and so I look forward to seeing your casts. Thank you, Kimberly, for the encouragement. Yeah, if I could just come up with one little short little song thing, I would do it, I promise. But I'm just drawing a blank. I need to write a Periscope song. I think that's really, I need my Periscope theme song for the uke. So maybe that's like my commitment. Within the next few days or so, I'll throw that together, and then that'll be like my debut. Although I've already played the uke on this thing a couple of the Tiny Bubbles. Everybody requests that. Oh, then, yes, I think, yeah. Sharon. I know. I'm feeling the love. I am. Okay, I'm just think, Bob, what can I do? I can't not do something now, so I got to do something I won't screw up. I might screw this up anyway. It's been a long time since I played it. This is actually one of the first songs I ever played, and my story around this, or first songs I ever learned, my story around this is that I actually got to play this with Heidi Swedberg, who, if you don't know, played George Costanza's girlfriend Susan on Seinfeld, the one who died licking the wedding invitations. And so she and I have since become friends, and she plays the ukulele and teaches the ukulele and goes all around the world spreading the uke love, which is awesome. And so I met her in Austin, Texas, several years ago, and I begged her, please play this song with me. But I just don't know if I remember it. Stars shining bright above you, night breezes seem to whisper I love you, birds singing in the sycamore tree, dream a little dream of me. Say nighty-night and kiss me, just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me. And when, oh my God, when I'm alone as blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Boy, I really should have chosen to. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you, sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. And in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of, a little dream of, dream a little dream of me. All right, well, thank you. Thank you for the hearts. I promise next time I'll have something that I can actually go through without, you know, that was a silly choice, basically. But thank you, and I decided not to let it get in my head. And that's the thing, is that when I do this on here, I don't want to have to be perfect. I just want to play, right? And if I screw up, I screw up. We're all friends here. We're all friends. Surpassed 10,000 hearts. Awesome. Oh, Lily. Encore, no. Didn't you just see what happened there? I forgot the words of a song that I've known more than, just about longer than any of them. So no, I think I need to get my, I got to get my uke head on straight before I actually sit down here. I'm not averse to using music and referring to that. It doesn't have to all be in my head, because at some point I'm going to do request shows, which is going to require me to say, all right, hold on, let me find the chord chart, and then find it, and then I'll read it right in front of you, so it's going to be obvious. At one point it was like, I want to know 100 songs that I can play at the drop of a hat. 100, all different styles. I tend to do standards, jazz standards. And at some point I was up there. I was getting really, really close. And then my life started changing, and I didn't get to practice as much. I moved to LA, and all sorts of things happened, and stuff I thought I would never forget. Oh, I give myself credit. I give myself credit. Trust me. But I also know that I'm just kind of bummed that I forgot so many of those things that I would love to be able to, like, this would have been effortless, because there were 50, 60 things that I could just easily go, boop, and I'm just, you know, I'd have to cheat, that's all. My whole thing was that when I wanted it to be, I memorized them, you know. But that's just ego talking, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, so yes, I will do more of these and just mix it on up, see what happens. And yes, it will come back. It will be like I'll pull out those old favorites and I'll just play them again. I'll go, oh yeah, and the muscle memory will kick in and it'll be just fine. You're right. I just need reminders. I just need to commit to doing the reminders. And so I figured that Periscope would be a fun, safe space to, like, you know, practice things, workshop things. So then I will go back into open mics, you know, in LA. Lynn and I did an open mic. It's not like it intimidates me. Lynn and I did an open mic here in LA, like very soon after we started dating. And I did the uke, and she did her thing, and then we did stuff together. And we said, we are doing this all the time. And that was 3 years ago. So Periscope is an opportunity for us to do that. And so we're going to do it. And then every now and then we might do a concert window, which concert window is another platform for musicians to deliver live things, but you can sell tickets. So maybe like we workshop stuff on Periscope, and then we perform the polished pieces over at concert window for $1 or $2 per visitor. And you support us, right? Okay. All right. Yes, well, thank you. We think we make a wonderful couple too. It was quite a match, these two personalities. I knew when one of the first times I met her, she like, I'm a documentarian, I record everything, or I used to do it a lot more. Cassette tapes, my whole life is documented. It turns out Lynn is that same way too. The cameras in the faces, which normally annoy women, she loves it. You kidding me? She's more in my face with this type of stuff than I am, and I thought I was the worst on the planet. I have not collaborated with Joe Vitale music-wise. I've heard some of his stuff. It's a very different style than the type of stuff I do, though. The music that I do, if you want to check, what is it? I have a SoundCloud, and I think it's soundcloud.com/Bob-Doyle, I think. In any case, I mean, there is a ton of stuff. There's Old Fun with Bob and Lynn shows up there. A lot of my original music, mostly keyboard stuff. I mean, I don't think there's any uke stuff there. My uke stuff is all on YouTube. You could do YouTube/Boundless, and you're going to find all sorts of scary things coming from this brain. But some of it is ukulele. Some of it is, well, you'll see if you go. I think it's /Boundless, but that's my username anyway. Wow, the Lynn and I meeting story is we knew each other through the industry, and we were friends for a long, long time, and got to know each other through just interviewing each other and things like that. And long story short, we started, this is too long a story. We met through the industry. That's how. We're both in personal development. And yeah, that's the only story I'm going to tell right now. There's a lot. Look, if you listen to the Fun with Bob and Lynn podcast or any of that stuff, you can find it on YouTube or it's at the SoundCloud stuff. That whole show is about me and Lynn's personal life, basically. And it's very, it started out to be like a formal podcast where we have an agenda and we'll take calls and stuff like that. And it quickly became Bob and Lynn. Like when I moved from Atlanta to LA across the country, we broadcast that whole thing. And so, yeah, what happens on a road trip, and it's just our life. I mean, you never know when we'll just turn this thing on and we'll start our show. We have many, many more that are recorded that we have not uploaded publicly, that we will. It's not like we just haven't. Anywho, we're very transparent people, I guess is what we're saying. So Periscope is so freaking perfect for us, right? When was that? When would we move? I moved here July of 2013. Yeah. And that was, there's a whole story, as you can imagine, around that. But, and so now we're here in beautiful Marina Del Rey. Very, very different from Atlanta, Georgia, where I was my whole life. And Hartsville, Marina Del Rey. Yep, from Atlanta. My whole life. Yes, we just celebrated 3 years, Lynn and I, on June 1st. I've had this crystal light sitting here this whole time, and I didn't want to. Tipton or Tifton? I know Tifton, Georgia. Is that what you meant? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know Tifton. Haven't spent much. I think I've been through there. That's South Georgia, right? Anywho. Yeah, I think I'm out. I mean, I'm not. I could certainly. The thing about me and Lynn is we could just talk and talk and talk. I could just decide to talk about Cody. We haven't even shown Cody yet. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Hearts for the world's cutest licky dog. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's all Cody all the time. WCDY, it's Cody. Hey, it's a licktastic day here in Marina Del Rey. 100% chance of lickies on the nose and mouth, with a 70% chance as he falls asleep, and then pretty much a 0 chance as he slumbers. But then 100% in the morning. Lickies up the nose and on the face until he is brought outside. Cody the dog, ladies and gentlemen. C-D-Y. All right, well, this was silly and fun. So thank you for being here, and this is how it's going to be on this channel. The Bob Doyle Secret channel will probably be a little bit more, on point. So follow me there, at Bob Doyle Secret, for all your law of attraction needs. And then at Fun Bob and Lynn for the Fun with Bob and Lynn Periscopes. I can't believe I did this long. You guys are awesome. I think I followed most of you. If you had a good profile, or even if you had a profile, I followed you probably. All right? So we will talk